Season over.
Right, we're live. That last, I wonder if someone heard that last thing you just said there. Anyway, right, we're live. The Arsenal Alliance is back back to normal on the Thursday. I know we was going to do a Tuesday show, but you know I can't feel it in at the minute. So we're going to incorporate the Fantasy Premier League into this show as well. We was going to do a separate show on a Tuesday night, but just can't fit it in at the minute. Life's a bit hectic at the moment. So we're going to talk Arsenal. We're going to talk Sunday, getting that win, a narrow win over Crystal Palace. Last night beating Brighton in the League Cup. 2 home victories again. 2 more clean sheets. Defence is rock solid. We saw changes again last night against Brighton. Solid. The defence is a fortress again, like it was back in the day with Adams and Campbell and Keown and Bowen. You know, some of the greats. Our defence now seems like getting there to be on par. All we've got to do is win some trophies now to match their legendary status, their big boys in our defence. And to be fair, I don't want to get too gassed, Anthony, right? To be fair, we're looking really good. And, you know, teams can't score against us at the minute. It's a bit early. It's only 9 games in, I know. 2 cup games. But some Champions League games as well we've played. But I just looking at that defence and the spine of the team as well, and the strength and depth on the bench. We've got to have the best squad in the Premier League, I think. I know Liverpool spent big as well as us in the summer, bought some blinding players, but they seem to have fell off a cliff as well. So it's ours to lose, isn't it? It's got to be ours to lose. I mean,
it is.
I'm not Arteta's biggest fan. There's still jurists to that with a lot of the fan base as well. But you know, you've got to admit, and I've got to admit as well that you know he's getting it right at the moment. He's getting things right, and it's not hurting me. I want to be proved wrong. I just don't know what's going on with this in a minute. I want to be proved wrong. My charger just come out there. Sorry. Yeah, I want to be proved wrong. I'm happy to be proved wrong. He wins us titles or cups, you know, Champions League, whatever. I'm happy to be proved wrong, and you know, I put my hands up. I'm not going to get too because of the old PTSD, you know, in recent seasons to where he's got it wrong after getting it right, then getting it wrong, making silly decisions. But he's learnt on the job. You've got to give him flowers where it's due. But I mean, I'm still not fully sold on it. On him, I should say. But, you know, we'll wait to Burnley the weekend, Saturday. And that's another tough game for us. And let's see what he does there as well. I'm going to keep it on a week-by-week basis. Just watching how he copes with different teams and how he sets up with different teams because of the strength of the squad now. The bench has been trusted. You know, he's been making some good substitutions now. I just think he's getting it right. And, you know, I've got to give him his credit where it's due. Last night, another good game. I know Brighton is a team that we've unfortunately had a few... you know, disastrous moments against over the past years, and in recent games, the Newcastles and West Ham, Palace, games like this where we have struggled to be consistent against them. But we sort of turned the corner. It looks like so far so good. The only blip on it so far is that loss to Liverpool. For a wonder goal from Szoboszlai. Is that how you say his name?
You're going to get beat by a goal. That's a goal to get beat by, isn't it? Come on. As you said, it's a wonder goal, mate. It was an unbelievable goal.
Yeah,
You're
but
going to get beat by any goal, but you know what I mean?
they fell off a cliff as well at the minute. Liverpool struggling, losing. I think they've lost 5 games in a row, something like that. And they got beat again last night. AFC always in the chat. How you doing? Big yourself up as well, bro.
Certainly, mate. All right.
Yeah, I mean, it was like last season when Man City, when we said they fell off a cliff, and then Liverpool with Arne Slot as a new manager come in and just took the league by storm. But has he been sussed there? What's going wrong for Liverpool?
He done it with Klopp's team. He done it with Klopp's team, didn't he? He didn't change that much of the team. It was still Klopp's team he done it with.
Yeah, they bought one player, Chiesa. They bought Chiesa.
But he was injured for most of the season. He didn't play. He's done well this season so far. But, I think he's scored a couple of goals, got an assist this season. But obviously they're not the Liverpool of old, are they? Like Florian Rich, mate, with 100-odd million player. Seems not a shadow of the player he was in the German league, you know.
They're looking a bit suspect at the back as well, Liverpool. I mean, that failed attempt to sign Marc Guéhi from Palace in the summer, you know, that might have been a difference. I don't think Van Dijk's been particularly poor, to be honest. I think, you know, he's still quite solid. Salah's not been the same player this season. The same missing the Salah's game. But in terms of defence, they bought Frimpong. They've got Conor Bradley there as well. Right back, some good players. Van Dijk's still a great player. Kirkes.
Gomez
Sorry?
Gomez is not the world-class player that people think he is, to be fair. I don't think he plays well with Van Dijk.
Yeah, Van Dijk is still world-class, though, isn't he? But, I mean, he can't do it on his own. He's not... Canute, however you say his name. I don't think he's all that. But, you know, this is not about Liverpool, this stream. It's about us. It's about the mighty Gooners and the corner we seem to have turned. And I'm impressed. I've got to say, I'm impressed with Mikel Arteta. I'm impressed with him the last few games. And, you know, I really thought I don't think he's the actual right man for the job, but I want to be proved wrong. Please prove me wrong. Do it. And I'll hold my hands up and I will take my hat off to him. And I will say I got it wrong.
You said at the beginning you don't want to get gas, mate. But to be fair, I'm starting to fill up with it because like in a minute it's everything you were touching is turning into gold, mate. You know what I mean? I knew that the Crystal Palace game would be a bit cagey, as we said on here. I thought it'd be another 1-0 win, which it was. Last night I thought it was brilliant, and I thought I'll take me out off to the 2 new centre backs we got. I thought they were brilliant. You know what I mean? It was. Yeah. There was a few shaky moments, don't get me wrong, a few, but I'd probably say immature decisions. So when that comes out, I'm going to do. But even I think it hits the fire, or however you say his name. Was it not his first game for us?
Hincapié.
I thought what's that?
Hincapié.
Yeah. I think he done really well. I mean, he done well for the time he was on, so he got replaced.
Mosquera played well as well.
Mosquera,
they all played well. Ben White didn't do a bad job as well himself, like coming in for Timber and Miles Lewis Skelly there at left back. Norgard played all right.
Brilliant, mate. Lewis Skelly's game yesterday was unbelievable, mate. It was unbelievable. Got a brilliant assist. You know what I mean? He had even towards the last goal as well. He run through the team again. You know what I mean? He's brilliant, Bernie. Brilliant.
Yeah,
brilliant goal.
Scoring.
That kill was unbelievable.
Max Damon, you know, the youngest, I think is 15 years and 303 days or something like that old, youngest player to start a game in the League Cup. You know, he's some fucking player, Max Damon.
He is, mate. He's very direct, isn't he? The way he gets the ball and just takes it in his stride and goes. You know what I mean? It's beautiful to watch, isn't it?
Yeah. Kepa and goal, as John's saying. Let's just go through the comments quickly. Arsenal in October 2025 are the first English top-flight team in history to play 6 games in a month and win them all without conceding a single goal. We are the clean sheet machine. There's a fact there from AFC
Right.
Always. And, AFC Always is not Arteta's biggest fan through recent comments and that. But, I mean, is he getting it right? Are you... AFC Always is probably one of the most notorious subscribers and in our little community in the comment section here, anti-Arteta. And he's getting it right, and you've got to admit it, and it's hard sometimes to admit it, but, with cap in hand, you've got to say,
Right, even getting Kepa, what a decision to get Kepa as well. Like, even though we did rate it in the beginning of the transfers and stuff like that, we did rate it. But mate, 2 world-class keepers on the bench for strength and depth. Like, when you can replace Raya for Kepa, I'm not going to, what I mean? It's unbelievable.
He could even wind up
this transfer window. I think he's proven his worth to me. To be fair, he really has.
He could even wind up. He could even wind up usurping Raya, because Raya's made a few little bozo Gene mistakes. Running out corner flag and that. He does make the odd little. I know he's a great keeper, right? Don't get it twisted, but he is susceptible to make a little. He might play a loose pass out from defence and he gets intercepted. He's done that a few times, and that the other day when he ran out to the corner flag. Against Atletico Madrid, yeah. Anyway, let's go through the comments. John Ronan, evening guys, how's it going? Lee, been a while, busy at work. We are looking at a GHR moment. Palace up next in the cup. Oh, is that meant to be a great moment? Palace up next in the cup. Yeah, we drew Palace in the next round, quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Max Damon was the best player by a mile yesterday. He was brilliant, Max Damon, mate. 15 years old, coming up 16 now, a couple of months away. I think he must be 16 around December or early January or something. I'm not sure if he's 15 years and 303 days. It's only like 49 days away from his birthday or something like that, isn't it? So, I mean, it could be end of December, beginning of January. I'm not quite sure exactly how many days it is. Kepa played well in goal, as you did. Static in the chat. How you doing, Stat? Ain't seen you for a little while. Max Damon's a quality player. He's one for the future. He's one for now. He's one for now. Really. I think he's good enough. If you're good enough, you're old enough. Damon, that's a massive statement there, AFC Always. Lamine Yamal from Barcelona, what a player he is. And if you're saying that about him,
Dalman's our Yamal. Yeah. I know Yamal plays a different sort of style of play, but Dalman's our Yamal, mate. You know what I mean? He's a different sort of player, but he's our player that's breaking through, one for the future. As you said, he's one for now. He can play him now. Look how direct he was yesterday. He had no fear. The hunger for his ball, he had no fear whatsoever. He was brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. He was amazing. And, it just goes to show. How good the Howland Academy has been in recent years. Brought through some brilliant players, including Saka, the Emil Smith-Rowe, players. Yeah. Players that Emil Smith-Rowe, he's gone to Fulham, but I mean, I would have thought if he'd have stayed with us, I think he would have been, it would have done a lot better. I mean, I don't think it's really gone right for him. He's had a few good games at Fulham, but I don't really think it's really gone his way there. But I mean, staying in this team now. What? Sorry, mate.
I loved him as a player, but I don't think he would have got his chance in this team now. That's why he left.
That's what I was about to say. I was going when he left, but this team now, but I thought he was a better player than Saka when they first come through. Shows how much I know, didn't it?
Yeah, they're different sort of players. Like he was Bergkamp-esque, weren't he, Smith Rowe? His brain, his football brain was different. He was It was unbelievable. Like the way he could pass the ball, throw the ball, read the game. He was someone that was good to watch. Like Jack Wilshere was the same. You know what I mean? He was brilliant to watch.
Yeah. Oh, so his birthday's on the. It looks like. Hang on, sorry. Are you saying his birthday's on the 31st of December? Like New Year's Eve. I think Jack Wilshere's birthday was actually on New Year's Day. I think Jack Wilshere might have been. So we just mentioned Jack Wilshere, and someone's just said in the comments about the 31st of December. It's New Year's Eve. So that's a bit strange, that, wasn't it? Static's at work. He's listening in the background. Thank you, Static. John, I think next 2 games, Burnley and Sunderland. 6 points, Sunderland will test us. Yeah, Granit Xhaka as well is playing for Sunderland. Ex-Arsenal player, you know, he was...
I think they're fourth, they're not fourth or something like that, Sunderland.
I think they went up to... I think they was second, and I think they dropped down to probably third. I ain't checked the league, but all I know is that Bournemouth are second and we're top. I'm not quite sure where Sunderland are now.
I think Man City are third, Sunderland are fourth, I think, or the other way around.
John's saying... Oh yeah, 31st. So he's 16 on the New Year's Eve. Guna Gargamel, nice to see you back in the chat, Guna Gargamel. Even if we win the EFL Cup, I would still want Arteta fired. Apparently Havertz is back in training. Yeah, I don't rate Havertz. I don't rate it. He'd be a good bench player, squad player. He's not getting into this team.
They can't justify putting him in the team right now. He can't justify it.
You can argue that Gyökeres, you know, he hasn't really been firing as yet, but you got to, like Arteta said when we signed Havertz, you got to give him 50 games. So if you're going to give Havertz 50 games, you've got to give Gyökeres the same amount of time.
Yeah, for me, Havertz. For me, I like Havertz. I think Havertz has done a job since he's come to us. He's done better than us than he has with Chelsea. I think he's one of the Chelsea players that we bought that's not a write-off. But for me now we've got this new team. He's something different off the bench for me. You know what I mean? That's what he is. He's not a starter anymore, is it? He can't be. Not this team now.
But he is a fanboy, and he's a love child of Arteta. Arteta, you know, was consistently playing him until he got injured, and you know, Arteta loves him. Arteta even made room in that fatal game against Aston Villa a couple of seasons ago, which cost us the title, in my opinion. He made room, you know, shifting Havertz around to make room for Jesus. Jesus is back in training as well. I don't think we're going to see Jesus yet, but it could be available December, they're saying, so it could be another 4 or 5 weeks. Jesus could even be back in contention. So, you know, signs are all good. I know he's not been the greatest player for us, really. He's had his moments, I've got to say. He's scored a few good goals. And
yeah, he's had his moments, but he's not been consistent enough, is he?
No, but he's been consistently injured. That's the only.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And to be fair, he's not an out-and-out striker like we wanted him as. You know, he's not an out-and-out striker.
No. Big up McManus in the chat. The McManus Gaming. He's got a gaming channel. If you like watching games, football. I keep forgetting what game it is. Anyway, he plays a football game. If we win the EFL Cup, I will be happy, but it's not enough. He's got to win one of the big ones. He's got nowhere to hide now. Win a big trophy or F off. Yeah, absolutely, I agree with that. He's got no excuses now, you know. And we're bigging him up at the minute. And I don't want him. I'm an Arteta out guy, but you know, if he wins us the title, if he wins us the Champions League, wins us the title, build him a statue. That's what I'll say.
I'm an Arteta guy. I agree with him. I like what he's doing and stuff like that, but I agree with that as well. I'm not going to be happy with the EFL Cup. And to be fair, this is the season he has to prove it. Otherwise,
Yeah,
I will start be down on him as well.
Yeah, we've got to have a trophy. We've got
the EFL is not going to be good enough. I agree with him. The EFL trophy is not good enough. We've got to have a big trophy. Like as I said, I'll be happy with an FA Cup and stuff like that. Yeah, it's starting policy, so move on. But like EFL, there's got to be. If we get the EFL, we've got to get something else. We can't just have that one.
No, I want the title. I don't even care about the Champions League. I want the Premier. I want the title.
Yeah, 100%. That's 100%. That's what I really want. That's champions of England again. You know what I mean? And that's it. That's all I want.
It's a great statement from AFC Always. I don't fear nobody in this Carabao Cup. We are more than good enough to beat anyone. I want this Carabao Cup. This is the first trophy you can win. Yeah, I think the final's in February, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's around about Valentine's Day, isn't it?
Sorry?
It's around about Valentine's Day, the final, if I remember correct.
Yeah, February, around that sort of time, yeah. Defo Jesus should be sold could be sold in January. I would say yeah. Here's Anthony Herbert. Ain't you coming on, Anthony? Arteta's got to win the league. He's been backed. Enough said. Yeah, he has been. He's been absolutely backed. Yeah. He's been backed, like incredibly backed since he's joined the club. I think he spent over $1 billion. John Ronan, what do you think of Eze? What a signing, Eze.
Yeah,
I don't know why. This confuses me. It was Eberechi Eze, yeah. All the time he was at Palace, Eberechi Eze. Now he's at Arsenal. All the commentators call him Eze. When I listen to the commentator, like he's spelled out.
I've not noticed it. I've not noticed it.
What?
I've not noticed that, to be fair. I'll have a look out for it next time.
Yeah, listen, his name's Eze, isn't it? Sure, make me right. Eze, Eberechi Eze. And that, the commentators are saying Eze. It's confusing me. Champions League Tuesday. Away to Prague, yeah. We've got Prague on Tuesday. We should win that game. You know, I ain't worried about anybody at the minute. The way
I'd like to see Lewis Kelly and Darwin in that game, though.
Yeah. If Arteta does win the Prem or Champions League after 6 years, what would be his next achievement? For me, he has to do it again. We've got to win the Premier League. We've got to, you know, why can't we?
We've got to be challenging for years to come in every title. We've got for years to come at every title. We've got to be challenging.
Got to be, absolutely, and we want at least one trophy per season at least.
Yeah,
we've got to win something big this year. We've got to win something big this year. Well, I want the Premier League, so say next year we come runners up and win the Champions League. That's all right, and then you know the year after Premier League again and the FA Cup double. You know we've got to start dominating. He's got to. The money's been spent. The squad's there. The players are good enough. For me, the players are good enough. So you've got to start dominating like Man City.
There's not an old player in that starting lineup. Is there really? But Norgard is the only one really you can start to say was a bit older. But in that start, which ain't really a starter either, is he? But in that starting lineup for us, there's not an old player in it. That team should dominate for years. For a good 2-3 seasons.
Yeah, it should do. Like Man City have and like Man United used to. We you know, and back in the day when we was up there with United and with them, the squad of '98, the squad of 2002, the 2004, you know, like them dominating, like people were scared of us. People were teams are starting. I should say teams, not people. But teams are starting to fear us again, I think. They're starting to think, fucking hell, we've got... Not like a few years ago, let's have a go at Arsenal. Let's have a go at them. They don't like it. You know what I mean? Let's get physical with them. Yeah. And they crumble. Now, they're starting to fear us again. We even had Man City. We even had Man City defending deep. They say in nowadays. But we even had Pep Guardiola in a fucking playing defending against us. I mean, you know, it's just scary, but it's scary, but it's also exciting. What's happening every week? A little bit because of the old what's happened before. You think, oh, like a Burnley would beat us 1-0 or 2-0 or something. Do you know what I mean? Or we'd be winning 1-0 and they'd barrage us right late in the game and get an equaliser and a late winner. This is
So you're going into every game confident now instead of worried.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm still not I'm about 65% confident that we can win the title. I'm not 100% on it yet. I'm not because of the past. I'm just expecting something to go wrong. I'm expecting the bubble to burst at any minute.
Yeah. PTSD, though, as I said earlier, PTSD.
Yeah. Looking forward to Munich coming to us in November. Saliba against Kane. I don't know what's happened with Saliba. Is he injured? I forgot to check it out.
I checked on the Dream Team earlier, and he's there as injured, so I assume he is.
Yeah, because he went off at half time, didn't he, against Palace? Against Palace, he went off at half time for Mascara.
Yeah.
And I'm not quite sure what happened. I've not heard anything. I haven't, to be honest, I forgot all about it. I forgot to look it up. But hopefully he's not too badly injured. I know there was a fear of Gabriel being injured with a neck injury or something, but he played.
He played.
So he was all right. He again, he's a great defender, and it's just
Gary Lineker called him the best in the world, didn't he?
Who cares what Gary Lineker thinks? Who actually cares what that knob thinks? Gary Lineker. Aces in the chat. How you doing? Full Chetter only wins trophies only on FIFA. John Roman, Tottenham coming soon. Chelsea next month. This is what I mean. This is the games, isn't it? The London derbies. We've got Spurs. I mean, I know we went at one point. I think it was about 20 years finishing above Spurs in the league. Something like that. They weren't able to beat us for ages, but they do come up with a shock. And it's games like the Tottenham, the Chelseas, even Liverpool's and the Man Cities and the big teams like the top six, as you'd call them. I mean, I know we're beating these scrappy teams that we normally slip up against, banana skin teams. Like your Fulhams, like your Palaces, other teams like that, Newcastle. We've got Burnley away on Saturday. We've been known to slip up on games like that and then draw the big teams. You know what I mean? But if we can keep nitpicking and beating them little smaller teams, Everton's another one that we have trouble against sometimes, and then beating the big teams. They're right to be scared. They're right to be running scared. I tell you.
Man. I agree, mate. I just love being an Arsenal fan right now.
Yeah, there's still 87 points to play for, says Aces. Yeah, absolutely. And this is the thing. And there's a lot. There's still the fan base is still Arsenal fan base that I've seen online in the online community. Still divided. It's still divided. Arteta has split the club right down the fucking middle, just like Arsene Wenger did in his last, say, 7 or 8 years. Because for years I wanted Arsene Wenger out. He was nicking the odd cup here and there, but just getting top four, and it was top four as a trophy. And the last couple of years though, it was stale. It was some of the players that he brought in, and I think his bubble burst as well, which was a shame. I think he stayed on 5 or 6 years too long, maybe.
His last best buy was, who do you think it was?
Sorry?
It's Wenger's last best buy.
Last best buy. He bought a Bamiyang, didn't he?
It was
Yeah,
him bought
I'm
Bamiyang,
sure he bought a Bamiyang before he left, didn't he?
yeah, he probably, he did. I think, he did.
Yeah, I would say that was his last. What would you say?
Garzola, I think it was still.
Yeah, that was before.
Yeah, I know that, but he was a steal for the price we got. And Rosicky, to be fair, the price we got, there's Rosicky, we paid $7.
Yeah, but another two players that was injured for most of their careers.
Yeah,
Thomas Rosicky was a great player. So was Santi Cazorla. But Santi Cazorla, both-footed, unbelievable player.
Right, it's unbelievable.
Right foot, left foot, unbelievable, brilliant player. But injured. Saliba touched a flu. That's why he never played last night. Should be fit for Saturday. Okay. So why did he go for half time then, John? At Palace, against Palace. Why did he go off at half time? Was he feeling ill? It must have been like feeling a bit sick.
Might have been bunged up.
Cases is saying Santi Cazorla as well. Yeah. So we're waiting to burn. I'll tell you what we'll do now. Because we're not doing the Tuesday show. We're not going to do the FPL, the Fantasy Premier League show on Tuesday. Just can't fit it in at the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to incorporate into this show, the Red Report show, and we're going to have a quick look at how we all got on. I had a terrible week this week in the fantasy football. We're going to have a quick look at our league, and I'm going to share the screen with you now. And we're going to have a look and see who's done well and who's top. Anthony Herbert, I believe, still top. But I mean, I think Anthony Herbert had a poor week as well. So let's have a look here. Anthony Herbert is still top, but he only got 37 points last week. So, he only got 30. Let's have a look at his team. So, there's his team. So, Petrovic's got 8, Gouet 4, Burn 2, Timber got 6. I think I'm going to have Timber in my team soon. Gakpo, Kudus, Semenyo, Grealish, Haaland, Gyökeres, and Etatiki. So, he only had a poor week, but he's still top of the table. Shut the FA Cup, 46. Not a great week, but better than the best one so far. Juventus, 40 points. Pepsi Gooners, 53 points, the best so far. Me, 28. Look at that. Complete capitulation. I was second up until last week. Only getting 28 points this week. Let's have a look at my team. And had a total washout, man. 28 bloody points. What a terrible result that was. Dubravka in goal. Munoz, Van Dijk, Senesi, Nico Williams in defence. Saka, Semenyo, Caicedo and Reinders. And up front, Ireland and João Pedro. I mean, Ireland didn't score. Pedro didn't score. Reinders weren't great this week. I mean, he started off great, but I'm thinking about getting rid of him as well. Semenyo, vice captain, didn't score. I mean, Munoz had the worst game I've seen him play this season, and that was against us. Liverpool getting beat again. Virgil van Dijk still getting 3 points though there. Saka, I swapped him for Salah. So, but the mistake I made, the biggest mistake I made, was dropping Rondon to the bench. Leeds played on Friday night, beat West Ham, and he got 13 points. I think he scored. I fucking dropped him to the bench, and he got 13 points. I couldn't believe my luck, man. How's your luck? Seriously. I'll tell you what, if it weren't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all. Unbelievable. So we've got Graham Potter's bar, 63 points. Should we have a look at Robert's team? Let's have a look at his team. 63 points. Good week. I think it might be the best week. So Van der Ven, 23 points. I think he scored twice, didn't he?
He got 2 goals. Yeah, he got 2 goals.
Yeah, for a defender scoring goals as well with me, that's what smashed it. Ben Sinisi, Diouf, Ibuamo there, 15 points for Ibuamo, 0. No one else really stood out. Brilliant week. Brilliant week for Robert there. So let's go back again. There's McManus's team there. Only got 38 points. 39 for Dan Laguna Channel. Yokoresmi down 48 points. There's a 57 pointer there. That's you got 57 points. All Stars FC. Let's have a look at your team. 57 points you've got. Saliba, opening goal. You got Pedro Porro, 11 points. Why did he get 11 points?
He assisted, didn't he?
Did he assist?
Yeah, I think he assisted.
Saka and Rice. Rice got 7 points. Rice captain. The Teta didn't score against us, so we dropped him.
The door's being knocked. So let me get the door quickly, 1 minute.
You got Ibuamo there, 15 points. Your team looks all right, as it happens. You've got Anthony Gordon on the bench for that game, but he only got 2 points anyway, so it didn't really make much difference. Who would you have swapped him for? No, he would have been worse off. He would have been worse off because the other 4 midfielders on there have got more points than him. So, okay. That was you. So, Slags in the dark, 40 points. Saliba La Vida Loca, Miss Mill, 45. Harry Zeros, 44. Tominators, 38. There's another good one there. Green Street Elite, 66 points. Let's have a look at Green Street Elite's team. Dubravka, Matty Cash, he scored for Villa, didn't he? He scored against City for Villa. Yeah. He must have had a good game. Van Dijk, Calafiori, I'm thinking about putting him in. Imar Timber, I'm thinking about putting in. I'm not sure which way to go yet. Kukureya, Rice, yes. Vice captain Rice, Paulunia, and Mbuamu, 15 points. Semenyo, I've got Semenyo. You've got Bowen there and Haaland. Yeah, 4-4-2, old school. 66 points. Well done. Well done there to Clive. Let's go back again. That was this one. Richard Herbert, 62 points. Let's just quickly go down and see if there's anyone higher. No one's higher. So our biggest scorer. Let's have a look at Richard's team. 62 points, smashing it. But started off poorly, but Van der Ven, that's where his points have come from. The 23 points, defender scoring 2 goals. Eza got. I said Eza. Look, see Eze and Kuna, 8 points. He scored well. Yeah, he scored well there. See, I'm not sure. Wasn't sure because I'm not sure about how many minutes that Eze is going to get. So that's why I haven't put him in the team. I was tempted, but I'm not sure about his minutes. I know Odegaard's injured. But there you go, it. That's the fantasy league for last week. We'll incorporate next week into this show again. We'll have another look. Hopefully, I could do a little bit better. I was in second place, not far behind Anthony Herbert.
I'm coming for you both anyway. Just don't worry about that.
I was behind there. I'm 50. What is that? 40 odd points behind there. 48 points or something behind. I can't do the math that well. But yeah, there you go. There you go. Getting fed up with the media slagging off Gyökeres. Yeah, John, they're slagging him off. But as we know about Omri and Bergkamp back in the day, they both of them needed games to get going, getting used to the Premier League. He just needs time. Arsenal could be 10 points clear of Liverpool before they play Villa. Yeah, because we're playing on Saturday, they're playing on Sunday.
Yeah.
Or they're playing Saturday night. We're playing at 3 o'clock on Saturday anyway, I know that. We could be 10 points clear. And they were saying a few weeks ago, I think Liverpool was playing Palace and we was playing Newcastle. They were saying that if Newcastle beat Arsenal again and Liverpool beat Palace, Arsenal will writ off. Look how quick it's turned round.
I just think 5 games is a lot of games to lose if you're going to challenge for the title, to be fair. I think it is. They're still going to lose more. They're still going to draw more. Still got another 2 losses and 4 draws in them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Shall we end the show with picking a team to play away against Burnley? Shall we do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's share the screen again. Then let's get the lineup build up. Hopefully you'll be happy with the formation. I've gone for 4-2-3-1 formation. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see that.
Can't get rid of the ads. Just get rid of the ads. Right. So obviously we will go for the goalkeeper. I think David Raya comes back in, doesn't he?
Yeah, all day long it does. He's made a few mistakes, but they've not cost us a lot, And yeah.
Okay, yeah, we put David Raya back.
Still getting used to the Arsenal way,
These adverts drive you mad, man. Skip that. Okay. So we're going to go right back. I think it's got to be
Timber. It's got to be all day long, Timber, yeah.
Timber can come back. We're going to go Julian Timber back in at right back. Best right back in the league, in my opinion. Don't want to sound biased. Saliba, if fit. I think, according to Johnny, we just had a bit of a flu symptoms or something.
Yeah.
So Saliba does come back in, although played very well. Played very well in the second half against Palace and against Brighton yesterday. He played very well. It goes without saying his partner in crime is back there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this actual back four basically, 3 of the back 4 pick itself every week.
That's what I was about to say to you. I think obviously Arteta's going to go with Calafiori, but for me, myself personally, it'd be after Lewis Skelly's last 2 performances out. For me, it's Lewis Skelly to be fair.
Yeah. You know what? I think I can agree with that because I really do rate this player, this young kid.
Yeah.
And I think, fuck it. He's the future. I know Calafiori, you couldn't say he's an old player. But what a player to have sitting on the bench. Start with a player that, I do believe he's more of a midfield player. I know we've been saying it for 2 seasons now. This is the second season. But he should be playing in midfield, but he's not getting into the midfield at the minute, is he? But he's good enough to play right as well. So that left back, as well. So I'm happy to drop him in there, left back, Calafiori. I mean, bring him off the bench. I mean, it's so strong. It's so strong. And all these adverts are really getting on my nerve. Why do they keep doing these pop-up adverts? So we're going to go in the midfield. It's going to be Declan Rice. He gets in. Does Zubimendi go with him? Yeah.
Yeah, he's got. Marino had a good game. He was, but I think Marino played a bit more advanced, didn't he? And
I think
back heel for the first goal was unbelievable, wasn't it?
Zubimendi allows Declan Rice the freedom to get forward as well, as we all know. I like Declan Rice in that number 8, the box to box. I do like
Yeah.
it.
I do as well.
I also like him as a 6 as well. If Odegaard comes back, I mean, I'd like to see the midfield three there as Odegaard in the 8 and Rice in the 6. Because I think Odegaard played when he had that great game against Olympiacos. His passing was brilliant, and he was passing out at number 8. He was playing. He was playing deep, weren't he? He weren't playing in the same position as he was in the 10, and he was spraying them balls around brilliantly. Declan Rice was behind him, sweeping up in the 6, protecting the back 4. Declan Rice is solid there as well. So
yeah, solid. Mate, anywhere on that pitch, really, he is.
But Odegaard's got to be the player, not the Odegaard that he was slagging off. What, Anthony?
So that's the only thing that worries me with Odegaard is that every time he's come back from injury, he's never come back the same player as he's had to warm up a bit. You know what I mean? He's not been consistent since he come back the first time from injury.
No, but he only had that one game. That one game against was the only good game he played.
Yeah, that's what I mean. When he comes back from injury, is he gonna be straight at that form, or is he gonna take time to warm up again?
Oh, I don't know.
Because it might have something making months to warm up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So okay. So in the 10, Eze. Yeah. Do you want to put Eze in the 10, or do you want to try him on the left? What should we do?
I think myself personally, he started on the left against Brighton, didn't he?
Yeah.
I would like to see him where he's there and on the left as well, but I think to myself, they're better. Trossard's better at starting on the left, and it is at the number 10.
See, I'm not. I think we should. I'm not entirely sure because I liked Nwaneri's performance against Brighton as well, scoring a goal, playing in the middle there in the 10. I may be thinking putting a Nwaneri in that 10, putting Eze over to the left and Saka on the right.
Yeah, I mean, it worked. It works, didn't it? It worked last night against Brighton.
I'm just thinking because I think we're going to need to kid off Burnley. It's going to be a tough. It's going to be they're going to be tough to beat, and I think if we need some attacking players with an eye for goal. Yeah.
Yeah.
And although I do like Martinelli's recent performances as well.
Is Martinelli not out injured as well? Is Martinelli not injured? I'm only saying it's with the dream team. My dream team, he's got the triangle next to him like he's injured.
Oh, okay. All right, so we're going to put Saka over on the right.
Yeah.
And I think we should go. I think, although we've been saying that he's not really, he's not really a left winger. But I think he played all right there against Brighton, and I think he can cut in.
He done well against Brighton, to be fair. He did. And what I liked is as well when you noticed that when he cut in and where he went to the left, I don't know if you noticed it, but it was only in positioning wise, like when I was waiting for the balls to get kicked up to him or whatever. But if they went a bit more central, and where he went out to the left, which I like that in a team when they can rotate like that.
Confuses the opposition as well. Because they can. Yeah. When Yeri can go out to the right, when Saka cuts in as well.
Yeah.
When Saka's here, cuts in onto his left foot. When Yeri can this way.
Yeah. I like that, but even though he's young, he seems to have the brain to be able to play that way.
And I think we've got to stick with. Should we stick with Gyökeres up front?
Yeah. We've got to give him time. As you said, Gyökeres is there. We've got to give him them time, mate. And against these teams, this is where he's going to build his confidence. You know what I mean? He ain't going to build his confidence against the big teams that we don't play week in, week out. These little teams that we do, this is where he's going to build his confidence. So we need to be starting him.
Yeah. Get it going, get the motor running, get some goals behind him. Don't matter how he scores them. The 2 goals he got.
Two against Leeds, 2 against Everton. There was Poacher's goals, but he was in the right place, right time. Exactly what a poacher is, isn't it?
Yeah. So there you are, people. There's the team. Raya in goal. Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis, Skelly in defence. Rice in the 8. Zubimendi in the 6. Wanyeri in the 10. Saka for your midfield. Saka over on the right wing. Eze on the left wing, and Gyökeres up front. I think that looks pretty formidable. That looks formidable team to me.
Good team, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's our team. That's how I would do it. I mean, if you disagree or if you agree, let us know in the comment section on the replay. Let's just catch up with the chat because I can't see the chat while I'm doing the messing around on the tab. Get fed up yet? Oh, we've read that one. We've read that one. Liverpool City next weekend. Be a good game. Big game. City will probably win that. Would keep the same team. See what happens with Saliba. Trossard, not sure about, says John. Yeah, but I mean,
does a job for us. And he's always solid on that wing. Always solid.
No, he's better off the bench. He's better off the bench, and Martinelli seems to be better off the bench as well. I think both of them are better off the bench. Don't forget, we've still got Madueke to come back as well.
Madueke to come back as well. But do you reckon Madueke will start on the left more than Martinelli, or do you reckon he'll just play back up to Saka?
Well, it's a good question. I don't know. We've got so much. When
Saka was injured, he done a job for us, and he was very direct. And I'd like to see him on the left wing because he can play either side. He has done before for other teams. I would like to see him play on that wing with Saka.
Who knows? The options are there. Martinelli come on for Saka in the game. What game was it? I think it must have been against Palace. I think Martinelli come on for Saka, didn't he? And played on the right.
Did he?
I'm sure it was that game. But I mean, there's so much choice now. It's just it's a great headache to have, and it's something that a lot of managers are going to be jealous of. Like Pep Guardiola had that problem all the time with City. He had 2 squads at one point that could compete. In my opinion, that could compete. You could have a Man City and a Man City B that could compete in the Premier League at one stage. You know,
Kevin De Bruyne would have been in both of them.
He couldn't have been in both of them. So they would have been competing against each other. Yeah, but they could have. I mean, they had such a good team, such a good squad. Looks a bit suspect at the minute. You know, is it the team or is Pep losing something? I'm not sure. I mean,
what he says his last season, you'd think he'd want to go out with a strong song, wouldn't you?
He probably does, but I mean, there's.
You put out the stops out like Ferguson, didn't you? Ferguson knew what he needed, what was missing, and that was it. His last season, we went out with Van Persie, and he knew he'd win when he did.
Yeah,
went out with a strong song.
But then he knew that the rest of the squad was about to fall off the cliff, so he abandoned the sinking ship. He abandoned the sinking ship. In my opinion,
and give him to a terrible manager. Well, I wouldn't say a terrible manager, but not a manager of Man United standards.
David Moyes coming first, didn't he? Recommended by Ferguson. Yeah, and then they've had about 6 or 7 managers since, haven't they? How many managers have had since Ferguson?
I mean, they've had Ten Hag, Louis van Gaal, Mourinho. Who else there?
Dick Advocaat.
Solskjaer. Who's that?
Dick Advocaat.
Dick Advocaat?
Yeah.
Well, I remember him.
Another Dutch manager.
Yeah, they've had about 6 or 7, yeah.
Madueke will start when he's fit, I think. Yes, that's right. what was I right about, John? I don't know. I'm always right anyway. So
Yeah, don't say that to your missus.
yeah. All right. Well, anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. You know, the chat was a bit slow tonight. You know, I'm contemplating changing the day for the show. I'm contemplating changing it because how you doing, Luca Talkstons? MK Dom fan in the chat. How you doing, Luca? Go follow his channel if you're into the MK Dons, by the way. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm contemplating changing the day.
I'm going to be in the morning to leave the key in the shed for me.
Well, it needs to be early though, so I'm going to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not going to stay out there. I've got to be out. I'm going out again tomorrow.
Right, mate.
So need to carry the key in the shed for me.
I've just had to mute Anthony's mic quickly. Is it
Yeah,
all done?
sorry. Yeah, Jamie Lee was there. Sorry, she said hello.
Hello, my niece. Sunderland is live next Saturday at 7:30. Okay, so that's going to be an international break again. Yeah, I know it's coming up soon. Yeah, as I was saying, everybody, I'm contemplating changing the day of the show. I think weekdays is not really working out for me on this show lately. It's not. I'm not getting the views. I'm not getting. Don't seem to be working. I'm not sure whether it's just me, the show, the channel, or the day. So it's to try and work out what's going wrong. I was getting more views before, but it's not really seems to be working out on a Thursday night. So could be changing to a Sunday evening after the R4 game, and then doing the show on a Sunday. But we'll see. So if we're not going to be back next Thursday. If we're not back next Thursday, it'll be next Sunday. So, you know, keep the notification bell on so you'll know, you'll get notified. I'll probably post it in the community tab and let everybody know. I'll let you know, Anthony. Were you available on Sundays?
Yeah, of course I am, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I might move it to Sundays. I'm starting to think weeknights are not really great on this channel. I don't know why. Perhaps it's because there's loads of other Arsenal content creators out there and their channels are probably better than mine. A lot of them are, and everyone's over there. So anyway, having said that, I'm going to wish you all very good evening. Come on, you Gooners. Come on, you Gooners. Let's smash the granny out of Burnley on Saturday. I might do a video upload, a match reaction. Let's see what happens. But failing that, I'll see you again soon. And I'll be in touch to let you know if I'm going to change the date. Night, everyone.
Good night. God bless.